be so wonderful, yeah. But ooh, look at me now. All life used to be so wonderful, yeah. But ooh, look at me now. All life used to be so wonderful,
yeah. V8s have become really popular in drifting among Pro-Am kids and some of the bigger teams. I understand their effectiveness, but I think it's kind of boring. A lot of the cars sound the same now. And I think whatever motor you have to drive, you should be driving hard at 100%, and I think a lot of these guys don't drive their V8s as gnarly as they should.
There's a big debate about V8s in the sport of drifting. I definitely feel that they have a home and a place here. Reasons for that: I was the first person to introduce a V8 in a domestic vehicle, the Pontiac GTO, back in 2004, the inaugural year of Formula Drift. And that really was based on the fact that there's a lot of clutch kicking to keep the turbo spooled. The torque, the displacement of the V8 eliminates all of that and makes you a smoother driver, makes the vehicle attitude changes a lot smoother as well.
I come from a background of 4 cylinders and V6s and that type of thing, so I'm used to a small motor with a turbo doing all the work versus a big motor doing a little work. So I kind of am lucky enough now to be at the best of both worlds. I have a V8 that's also turboed. So I get the boost, I get all that type of thing with the top end, but in the same sense, I have the low end torque from the V8. So it's definitely an advantage in that sense, because you have the torque, it gives you leeway to make up for mistakes and do that type of thing. So it's a good and bad thing with American drifting. You know, I'd like to see people maybe stray away from everybody doing an LS setup or something like that, but in the same sense, you know, it's good to see people progressing and trying to step up their game and, you know, step up their competitive level.
Well, I think in any sport there's a progression. You know, obviously it's not going to be at the biggest and baddest form of motorsports right away. There's going to be that natural step to get to that point, and you know, you just look at the evolutions of things, and it's just the trend of where the sport's going. You know, it's getting so competitive, so everybody's trying to find a way to be a little bit more competitive, or a little bit faster, or generate more smoke, or whatever the case may be. Everybody's digging to get better, bigger and better, and I think that's a great thing for any sport. You know, but I really do think a lot of it is also personal preference. I know there's a lot of guys that are still competing running, you know, turbo setups, inline 6, V6s, you know, turboed 4 cylinders, and they prefer that over something like this just because of their experience as far as what they've been driving all the way up until this point.